Welcome to Spam Filter for Your Brain, bite-sized ponderings on how our thoughts influence our behaviour and our lives, and because we're all connected, how our thoughts impact the world. I'm here to help people reconnect with their bodies and declutter their brains. And I don't believe that we should just magically know how our emotions and our thoughts impact our lives if no one ever teaches us. So let's learn this stuff together. Confidence can be this mysterious little smoky little thing that's quite hard to grasp, that everybody that says that we should just have, but actually it can be quite ethereal in its concept. Everybody thinks that they know what everybody else is talking about, but we rarely actually pin it down. When I've spent some time thinking about what confidence is for me and how you get more of it in your life, which is generally how I spend a lot of my free time, with a notebook, trying to work out ways to be able to support people to find the emotions that they desire the most. I realised there was a brain-breaking little phrase that I think was sort of mashed up from things that I'd heard from other people, combined with things that I'd read, combined with whatever little lightning bolt struck me in the moment. But it was that I realised that when I love myself the way I want to be loved by other people, then I know that confidence is not far behind. When I'm exploring what it means to me to feel like I am being loving, when I think about the things that I crave from other people, the things that I have in the past tried to present myself as in order to be lovable, to be worthy of other people's attention. When I give those things to myself, I know that I'm more assured and more certain about who I am as a person and what I'm able to offer both myself and the world. And what does that look like in really real terms? Well, I think for me personally, some of the things that I really appreciate and I value and I crave from other people are care, compassion, love, authenticity, truth, clarity, integrity. Just really thinking about some of those core things that when people offer them to me, reliability. I can see that when someone offers me these things, they feel so in alignment with who I am at my core that it builds our sense of connection, that it builds my sense of trust in who they are and who I believe they see me to be. And there is some unity in that connection that when they hold those values to be true, they know that they are important to me and they show me those kind of things in their actions, their words, their deeds, however it comes across, that I see that as something that is worth me noticing that person as someone who I want to draw closer in my life, who I want to give more time to, who I want to give more space to in my heart. When I can identify those kind of things that are very important to me in the people around me, I can go, okay, how can I begin to give these things to myself? Where am I neglecting giving myself time? Where am I neglecting giving myself the kind of authenticity, integrity that I value so much in others? Where am I dismissing my own needs because I think that other people might like me more if I do more things for them? Where am I not respecting my own time enough and double booking myself or over committing so that I'm always chasing my tail and always feel like I'm having to dash places? Where am I not showing up in the kind of way that I want other people to show up for me? Because the more I can take actions which align with the kind of values that I hold in my life to be important, to be at the core of what I want my relationships to be, I strengthen the relationship with myself. Once I've identified those and made the active choice to try and make some of the actions that I take towards myself, the decisions that I make in my life, to be more in alignment with those values, then of course my confidence is going to grow, because I'm being more of the things that I think are important in life. I'm showing up for myself in a way that is in more of an alignment with the values that I hold dear in the world. I'm effectively being the best version of myself for myself. And of course, that is inevitably what confidence is. It is really glowing the things that are important to you out to the world and beaconing them out as the things which are the things that you want to both represent and are willing to stand on that hill for want of a better phrase. When you can be the things that are important to you, of course this equates to you feeling less insecure about yourself. You don't doubt who you are when you're standing up for the things that you believe in. There's less room for insecurities when you know that you can trust who you are and how you speak to yourself and the way that you're representing the values that are important to you out in the world. So I know that when I love myself in the way that I want to be loved by others, that confidence is not far behind. I hope that's been useful for you this week. Bear with me a little sec. I'd like to tell you about a very special place called Self-Care School. In case you hadn't heard, I am running a new 3-day little intensive course, intensive with an emphasis on rest. It is called Spring Clean for Your Brain, and it is going to be running at 7 p.m. in the evening for just an hour an evening on Zoom, and it is the 28th, 29th and 30th of April. We're going to be covering subjects like home, hope and happiness, and home, think how to manage all of the chores and the tidying without all of the guilt of feeling like you need to Marie Kondo your life out when that doesn't actually fit with your lifestyle, and also tidying and chores for people with different bodies and different caring responsibilities. Think hope in a world which is really hard to find hope for if you pay attention to the news and you are political and want the best for people. At times like this, it can feel really hard to find a spark of inspiration for the future, and we're going to be looking at that, and we're going to be looking at happiness and how that sits in amongst all of the other sea of other emotions that we can feel about things, and how we can bulk against the idea of toxic positivity being the only answer and actually welcome ourselves into fully rounded lives that feel more authentic to the kind of lifestyles and reality that we live in. I'm going to be covering all this over 3 days and really give you a solid framework for you to be able to work on your thoughts and your emotions, to be able to lift you into spring and hopefully carry you well into summer. It's called Spring Clean for Your Brain because I think most of us have some little dusty corners of our brains that probably are giving us a few allergies. So there is a link to sign up in my bio. I'll put a little link in the show notes as well, and there is also, you can just head over to selfcareschool.co.uk and you should find a link for Spring Clean for Your Brain. I would love to see you inside. If you're enjoying what you're hearing on the podcast here, I would love to invite you to Self-Care School. Self-Care School is a membership site where we have group coaching calls every week. We have a whole load of courses that you can dip into for whatever suits your needs. We have courses on confidence, body image, timekeeping, how to manage big emotions, overwhelm, loads and loads of stuff in there. You can kind of pick out whatever you want to work on. There is a big library of workbooks, which includes journal prompts and questions for you to be able to apply this work to your own life. And we have the most amazing community where people support each other, we learn from each other, and you get to work alongside people with quite often very different life situations to your own, and we learn so much together in community. If you would like some more of this, please do hop over to selfcareschool.co.uk.